And that's not by coincidence, because the reason why that is because these elites literally are pushing wickedness into earth. They literally have devices, okay? They obviously use vibration. You guys think I'm crazy, but it is what it is, man. There's literally a world beyond what you guys think. You guys only touch the surface. Like, you guys talk about basic things, like all the Illuminati. Like, that's basic stuff, man. I'm talking about the elites, the Oppenheimers, the Rothschilds, all these little politicians that are puppets to the real people that are pulling the strings, man. Okay? They're there to distract you. All these government officials and politicians and politics and all this BS and men versus women, that's all there to distract you. The real things that are happening behind the scenes is behind all that, man. All right? So again, the hurtful works are fulfilled. Verse 7, therefore, saith the Lord of power, I will hold my tongue no more. So the Lord's been holding his tongue this whole time. That's why you haven't, for a while, you haven't seen no righteousness. Again, you haven't seen no righteousness, man. Okay? It's locked in. Gotta have my back a little bit. All right? You guys haven't seen no righteousness. No church, there's no righteousness in the church. There's no righteousness with some of these leaders that say, I'm a Christian, and da-da-da-da. There's a reason why there's no righteousness on earth, man. Everywhere you go, it's just people talking about the same shit. They're all into the same things. They want to do the same things. They're into the same things. It's all vanity, man. And it's for a reason. Okay? It's like everyone's in the same freaking frequency, the same trends, the same, what's it called? Brainwashing, if you will. All right? Because they're all influenced by the same thing. It don't matter where they are in the world. They're all influenced by the same thing. They think the same. They want to do the same things. They want to have the same jobs. And this is why Esau's plans would work. If the Lord was never a factor, this is why the Lord's plans, Esau's plans would work. Okay? Right? I will hold my tongue no more as touching the wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. So the wicked continuously exercise themselves. This is why judgment's coming to the earth, man. Okay? A lot of people are going to perish because of the wickedness, man, that they've aligned themselves with. Okay? The Lord says the wicked exercise themselves in wickedness, man. Okay? Right? Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, right? All right? If you have a small portion of 10% of the population that's righteous and the rest of the 80%, okay? Rest is 80% or whatever the hell, okay? Right? 80% of people are wicked. What do you think's gonna happen? Okay? Right? There's too much influence on that little 10% of people, Right? It says, blood crieth, innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. Meaning that the righteous are killed. Which the scripture actually tell you that. The righteous are killed all the day long. Okay? They're kind of like sheep for the slaughter, man. Okay? The righteous are killed all the day long, man. And we don't necessarily have to die, but our spirits are like it feels like it's dying. One moment we're in the spirit, one moment we're not. One moment we're trying our heart, we're trying to be righteous, and then, these people are, doing this and doing that. Influence, man. Okay? All right? Let's keep going. Verse 10. Behold, my people is led to a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell into the land of Egypt. So in the land of Egypt, the people are dwelt as a flock to the slaughter. Which, if you remember back in the actual times of Egypt, okay, because this is way after Egypt, okay? This is way after Egypt, right? If you remember back in the times of Egypt, we were literally like sheep. We had to follow order, because we're slaves, man. Okay, what do you think it was, man? We were slaves. We had to work. If we didn't do certain things, if we didn't follow certain laws, we were killed. Same thing now. You don't follow Esau's laws, there's a good chance you're probably going to get gunned down in the street. There's going to be another Negro, quote unquote, that got shot by the police. You ain't going to have nothing to be remembered by and whatnot. Okay, that's all you are, man. Okay? All right? Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with the plagues as before. So the Lord is going to smite this place as with the, this is talking about another Egypt, because this is way after Egypt. So why would the Lord be talking about Egypt, an Egypt that he's going to smite down with plagues? He's obviously talking about another Egypt, man. Okay? He's talking about another Egypt. Okay? So you guys have to remember this, man. This is talking about way after Egypt. So there has to be another Egypt, which all these empires were technically in Egypt. But the real second Egypt was what? America. Okay? That's a no-brainer. You look on the $1 bill, basic math. All right? Set up the same way. This place is set up the same way. Rome, Greece, Babylon. This is why this is the worst empire of empires, because it's wrapped into one. Every bit and piece of an empire is literally here today. Okay, whether it's economics, influence, lifestyle, religion, what is it called? The people. Okay, this place has traits of Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodomy, right? You already know what that is. LGBTQ, right? This place has traces of Rome, finances, military, military power and whatnot. Okay, right? Diversity as well. People from all countries came to Rome. Okay, then it has traces of Egypt, which is what has the Israelites in captivity. On top of having the Israelites in captivity, it worships ancient pagan gods. There you go again. Worships the sun. It worships Molech. Okay, worships money. Okay, forms of sodomy. Okay, I can keep going and going, man. It's the same thing, man. So they all share traits. America shares traits of all these empires. This is why it's known as Egypt. Okay? Then Rome. Literally all the way into the New Testament, past Rome, it's talking about Rome again. Why is it talking about Rome and Egypt and all these places? Because America is these new places. Okay? And America literally idolizes these places. Okay? Like literally the European Union is founded on Roman ideology. Okay? Finances, military strength, and tactics and war strategies. Okay, how did it become so strong? How did Rome become so strong? Rome became so strong because through its military, conquering other places. Rome literally wanted to conquer the world, but they couldn't. They didn't have the outreach to do it, and they weren't strong enough. They didn't have the reach. America had the infinite reach, man. They had money, they had military, they had influence. Okay, they were doing the first of everything. This is why the Lord set up everything the way it is. Okay, sorry, slack you for grabbing a little bit, but I just had to give y'all a quick history lesson, man. Okay? Right? Verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, the foundation of it shall be smitten, which is what? Again, economics. Okay? Every empire that has fallen, the first thing to fall was its economics. What's holding that foundation together? What's holding that money together? Let's just take a look. Right? Egypt, the reason why Egypt was so strong is because of the Israelites. The Israelites made Egypt strong. Okay? Once they started mingling in there, they were slaves. They kept economics going. Okay, Egypt was established. Okay, then what did the Lord do? The Lord literally smit that. The Lord literally took the Israelites out of Egypt. Then what happened to Egypt? Egypt slowly started to fall. Okay, Egypt started to fall. The Lord literally took away the foundation of Egypt. What happened to Egypt? Egypt fell. Egypt was no more Egypt. How is Egypt supposed to keep the businesses going and have their slave? Same thing. Okay. Rome, how did Rome fall? The Lord scattered that military, man. That military started to scatter. Then they went broke. Okay? Rome went broke. Okay? And then what happened? The military scattered. And then they went broke. Then what happened? The collapse was imminent. Okay? So the Lord has always smitten the foundation of each empire, man. That's how they always fall. Okay? Alright? If a house is built upon a rock, okay? You can destroy the house is going to rebuild itself, man. You got to destroy that rock. You got to, tip that rock over or some shit or blow it up or whatever. Then they can't build the house again. Okay? You always got to destroy the foundation, man. All right? Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation thereof shall be smitten with the plague, and the punishment that Yahawah shall bring upon it. Verse 13. They that fill the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. The word woe means destruction. So the Lord says destruction to the world. Literally destruction to the world. The Lord's saying destruction to the world, man. He's not literally going to blow it up. But the people that dwell upon the... Look, let me read it one more time, man. It says what? 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So woe to them that dwell in the world, man. Okay? The people that dwell upon the earth, woe to them. Meaning death to them, man. Alright? Verse 15, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand to fight against another with swords in their hands. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The elections. This is going to be the race wars and the class wars and the agenda wars. All these little wars is going to happen within America. Okay? Which I like to sum up everything as a civil war. There's literally going to be a bunch of civil wars in America. Okay? It's going to be a whole bunch of groups versus another whole bunch of groups, man. That's all it's going to be. Okay? And America's known for having lots of guns and whatever. And America, to these foreigners, they know America's violent. That's why they don't like America in their places, man. They think America doesn't have no mannerisms, no manners. They don't have no class. They're violent, you know. Oh, and the biggest one, man. They think a lot of y'all are sodomites. Literally, they think every single one of you Americans are sodomites. That's all they see, man, is America. Every time they see America, sodomy. That's how they think all you are sodomites, man. All right. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men. Okay, let's get that word sedition real quick so you guys can understand. Okay, I'm not even gonna say the word, man. Or the definition of the word slot here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what it means. All right. The word sedition means conduct or speech enticing people to rebel the authority of the state or marching. Okay? So, people are going to rebel. This is what we call sedition, meaning they're going to break the laws. It's going to be a lawless society come very soon. This is what happens all the time against around election times too. Okay? So, there's always threats of a civil war, people fighting or whatever the hell, man. Okay? These are the things that get ready to, always get threatened around election times. This is why I'm bringing this out. Okay? Sedition among men, invading one another, which is breaking a law, breaking and entering, theft. Oh, shoot.